Welcome along to another MX5 Restorer weekly update. Today we've got a 10th anniversary that's having some rust works. Ashlee is removing an engine, I'm taking a gearbox and a diff out, and Jim is hiding behind the welding screens. Right, thanks again for tuning back in. You see, we need to cut the grass around here. The other week, my hay fever was absolutely terrible, and I think it's the grass seeds. Quite bad with that. Actually, car park isn't as full. We got rid of some breakers. Yeah, so still busy, but not so bad. We had a bit of an organising here as well. I'll show you guys. So we managed to get some of the engines stacked underneath the racking. Had to move this. That shelving just there was in our staff room. So yeah, looking quite clean in here. That's it. What's up, guys? Hey, you guys.
I seem to always be drinking coffee when you record, because you're always drinking coffee.
Right, let's have a look. What's going on?
Right.
What's happening? What's going down, man?
No, it's quite rusty, this one. I've already rebuilt the cylinder plate behind here. It's still wet. And I've also rebuilt the inner arch. It was non-existent. It had a previous repair, the panel had been tucked up, welded in, and then instead of putting an inner arch in, it was just it's got mastic all the way around.
You've left the other side intact, haven't you?
I've left the other side intact.
Yeah.
Well, as intact as it came in.
Yeah, we haven't done anything on that.
Let's have a look.
I asked Roy to save this for the viewers at home.
This is
We're not going to go too over much about previous repairs, so we've done that, but I just thought this is literally how the car was when we brought it in.
Literally just hanging like that.
Crusty.
And I can guarantee I'm going to find exactly the same up here as what I found on the other side.
So it's a previous repair, but they just slot it in behind the panel, weld it, and
that's
then...
what I've done, yeah. It's really
annoying. Probably just wasn't sealed back up right and stuff on the edges, and then that's what happens over time.
Yeah.
It was probably done quite a while ago.
In fact, there's no inner arch lip neither.
Oh, isn't there?
No, there's nothing. It's just single skin and lots of mastic.
I don't think I can see in there.
Where's my light?
No, it's too dark.
Light fan down, guys.
Hang on, bear with us one moment, we get some light.
It's at Roy height, so...
Yeah, I'm tiptoeing at the moment. Yeah.
But you can see what I'm going to find,
So what else you doing? Is it just this?
No, it's got some repairs to the floor pan on the floor to sill pan on the front, both sides.
What you got to undo?
No, it's not been repaired. It's just started. If you hit it with a tap it with a hammer, it'll probably go through. Just these bits. I'll chunk that bit out, replace that, and same that side. Clean up and a full undersill. So that's what this one's not too bad. It's just a bit crispy here and there.
Worth spending the money on 10th anniversary. Going to be probably, in terms of Mark II wise, probably the most valuable Mark IIs that the models that will be there.
Yeah.
I think it was the first model with the 6-speed gearbox.
It's quite a clean interior as well on this one. The seats are in good nick as well. So it's definitely worth spending money.
Yeah.
Put it back right.
Definitely. Right. Cheers, Roy. Right, let's go and see what Ash is up to. Well, if anyone's wondering, there's a new person in the workshop. You going to introduce yourself, Ollie? Or are you camera shy?
Well, no, I'm actually. Well,
what's your name?
Well, my name is Ollie.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
And what do you like doing?
What do I like doing?
Working on MX5s.
Yeah, well, I spend most of my time underneath mine, so because it doesn't work really.
Yeah.
So
Ollie has got his own MX5 which he's doing, and he approached us some months ago while he was at uni and wanted to come in and do stuff, and yeah, we liked him, and he's back doing some more bits and pieces.
So now I'm obviously the one
bettering yourself for the
for the future.
for the future MX5 community.
So now I'm obviously carrying Ash through an engine build.
Yeah, so what's happening, Ash? What have you done?
What have I done?
There seems to be an engine out of this MX5.
Yeah, it just fell out. Went the ramp up and it just dropped from the floor.
Do you know that? Do you want to run through the story of this, or?
I don't really know. You just told me to change the engine.
To be fair to everyone, I did actually tell Ashlee just to change the engine. So the story with this one is, I think it's basically a track car for the guy that owns it, and I can't remember the story, but I think he turned it up a little bit, other than what it was, and then it blew, or I can't remember. Maybe I might be getting confused with someone else actually. I think it was just left as it was. But I think the head gasket went, or it got hot on a track, I think, and he's just had an issue. So we're changing the engine for him. We're uprating the clutch. We're now doing a clutch which is rated to 260 horsepower and 240 foot-pounds of torque, and the price of that I think is 220 plus VAT, and plus delivery and bits and pieces. Yeah. So yeah, anyone needs a clutch, an uprated clutch. It's a full face clutch as well, so it's got like an OEM feel. So when do you think you're going to have this one done then, Ash?
10 minutes, 15.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Depends if it's got for a couple of coffees.
How many coffees?
If I have 3 coffees, I can probably do it in 20 minutes.
Ashlee did used to be a barista. For a bit of history on Ashlee and where you come from before. Do you want to talk about your experiences being a barista?
Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it.
I don't think. I think that was a no. All right, cheers, Ash. So what's happening over on my ramp is that we are carrying out a 6-speed gearbox conversion on a Mk1. So we will be pulling out diff, drive shafts, prop and gearbox, and the customer has dropped off his bits which he's painted. So that'd be nice to handle, nice clean bits. Painted the diff. So there's new prop there, and drive shafts there. But also, this is currently a 1.6 Mark 1. So we're taking the existing flywheel off, putting a 1.8 flywheel on, and 1.8 clutch. So I don't know if he's got plans for turbo in this or anything else. I don't know the story, but we're just upgrading the drivetrain. So that's what I'm up to today, tomorrow. I just thought I'd just capture the moment, really. Everyone's really hard at work today. Coming to do a video and everyone's just standing around. How's that? What is that you're eating anyway?
This is a 100,000 ring donut.
Is it nice?
Oh yeah.
Going down well.
I wouldn't want to disturb you in your video. It's just welding.
No, I've got to disturb you now.
Yeah.
Eating your hundreds and thousands island donut. So this one.
Yeah. Very clean car, really. Apart from the arches and the sills.
Yeah. So.
The inner's fine.
Story with this one is, it looks like the guy has owned this one, has done a lot of bits and pieces at home, cleaned it up, taken bits off, and is now getting the rustworks done. Let's go and have a look at the front. So it came to us wanting an MOT and some other bits, so we thought, right, we'll get it. We don't normally do it that way around, but with this one, I felt that we would get the MOT done on it first, because there's so much other work that's been done on it, and then that would flag it up and it would be easy to do once it's on the ramp. So it came up with what I expected. Only minor things came back, but it did actually had a rust issue at the front, didn't it, Jim? Yeah. Well, the one that you repaired yesterday. Yeah. That one there. Oh, yes. The one at the sill at the front.
Yes.
So as you can see, there was a rust bubble. Where was it? It was about there, wasn't it? Yeah. So there is a section of metalwork behind here, and it had bubbled out. And we think, oh, Jim's still got it. We think it was from a build-up of just sand and dirt, and there was a lot of it, which was probably around this area. The moisture was being kept there, which then speeded up the rust, and it was basically being blown out at this point here. So we cut a small section out, and then that grew to the section that you can see that Jim... Okay, cool, I love it. See the section that Jim has now cut out and put in there. What we did when we had this cut open, it was all cleaned up with a rust inhibitor. We got the file in there and the power file, cleaned it up, and then it was painted with a zinc primer as well. I think that's the section of the sill that was sort of where the hole was. So that all had to be cleaned up and done. Yeah, a bit of an odd one that really, but I think that was generally caused by the amount of dust and dirt that's on the floor down there. No real, probably, yeah, probably the sill's probably filled up with water and the sill drains being blocked, but that dirt was keeping that moisture in there, and it's just rapidly accelerated any rust that was happening. So that's that bit, isn't it? So do you want to run through what you've done on your rear arch, because I saw that work in progress there, all pinned up, ready to go, clamped in.
Already replaced a bit of the inner sill.
Yeah, that's right. So when you cleaned it up, the inner sill, this side it was at that point where it was very thin in some areas. It hadn't gone, but it was just too thin to ignore. So that had to be cut out. It was in this area here.
A bit holy.
Yeah.
Around here.
Yeah, it was just like here. But it was there, but its structural integrity was basically very much weakened.
You wouldn't want to leave that.
Yeah, and then the inner sill, the other side was all good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So then you've done that, you've cut your arch, and you're about to weld it in.
Yeah.
That went alright. Oh, so you did have to come all the way back, didn't you?
Yeah, there was a little bit.
So the arch lips on this one, have you got the arch lip on the floor at all to look at?
Lots of little bits, because we did it in stages, didn't we?
I'll just grab one bit. That'd be fine, because it'll be a good one to show, because they wasn't actually that rusty. So this is the arch lip that came off the car, and as you can see, it was in its very early stages of there was no real rust showing on the arch lip itself, other than maybe a small amount of rust here. But as you can see, the rust pattern inside there was there. So I advised the customer that there was some rust issues in the very early stages of the arch lip, but you know, if you are going to this work and you want the MX5 to last, then you need to sort of try and get the rust out completely. So what Jim did, he did it in steps. So his first cut was sort of here, and this was when we were maybe just going to do the sill area. But then I said, look, there's possibly some issues going on. There was a slightly rusty patch around about here. Sorry, we had camera work there. Rusty patch about there. So then we sort of cut here, see what the rust line was like. It was very. It was there. So we kept going, and it was just there throughout the arch. So we've ended up having to go all the way back here, which I imagine it would be the same the other side, won't it?
It looks the same as this side did.
Yeah.
Might show them what that looks like now.
Yeah, go and have a look. Yeah, that's a good point, because they were in both similar conditions, so you can see what they were like before.
It looks fine, but
yeah.
Get in there.
So this someone has put like I think a rust treatment on here, like on top of the paintwork, but I think there's just here where you can see my thumb, there is an area there where it's showing rust in this pattern here, and that's what the other side was like. So to an untrained eye to look at this panel, this arch lip, you would think it was solid, and it is, but it's in its very early stages of rusting. So as you can see, that was our first cut. Seal's going to be cleaned up a bit more. It's just gone in its first process of cutting open, and then we'll do the same one with this. We'll cut up to past this point here to see what the rust is like, and then if we have to, we'll keep going all the way back past to make sure we get past it all. Right. Cheers, Jim. Good job. Till next time. That's it. And exactly on that moment. Till next time. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and hope you're enjoying all the content. Let us know if you think you want us to change anything, or whatever opinion that you may have that you think that we could improve what we're doing here. We always want to better what we're doing and learn from you guys, because it's you guys that are watching it, and this is why we do it. Alright then, so catch you next time. Bye bye.